All right, guys, this will be the second module for Andrew Baker in Michigan. So this was a 225 Optimax DFI computer. It's the same hardware, different calibration, and now it's on 496. All right, so I finished the calibration. I still got the cable connected inside. So hopefully you guys can see that through in there for the calibration. Um, let's do the test. The computer is on, so let me turn it off. Make sure the main power relay, fuel pump are doing the prime. Perfect. We got the 5-volt reference. We don't need that no more. I'm just going to turn it off because it's about to die. My meter is pretty much dead. Just so he can see, and you guys, that that was indeed a 225. And he still got some yellow markings from wherever they got this module from. All right, so I got everything ready to go. It's actually connected. So let me disconnect because I want to go, well, let me go over to test. This is going to check the system information, and we're going to read is A63618-4. So this is calibration 4. It has to be exactly the same one. It has to be, this is just normal. All right, so it has to be exactly the same one because otherwise it will react different. Calibration 5 on this PCMBE0101 for 496, it will have a completely different maps. The IAC will react completely different. So I have a customer that has a problem, or he thinks he has a problem. I'm going to run by him because I don't know exactly what he's looking for to do, or if that computer that he has on the boat is the original from the boat, because there is some requirements for that calibration 5 to be able to, I mean, you can put them in a computer, right? Obviously, that doesn't matter, but the boat will have to do some changes on air and IAC and other things that needs to be in order to run properly. All right, but going back into Andrews, this is what I'm here for. All right, so let's run it. All right, so we got an idle. Everything is pretty much the same. Let me make sure that I have the throttle at 7%, which is where we need to have it, right? So I like to start with 7%, run 7, right there. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing. Let's get the zoom glass. So we're going to do put the speed. Let's put the throttle position. I do the cycle, and what else do we need in there? Maybe a spark advance, right? All right, so now you can see that from the distance. So we're gonna do the same test. Let's look at this is right now and do the cycle of the IAC is in 0 exactly as his calibration, and this is not the same calibration. This is completely from another calibration that I have. So I'm going to increase to around 2300. Remember, that was a sweet spot for the IAC to change for, like, I mean, really minimum, but it was starting to open. 23 something, almost 2400 RPMs, right? All right, so 2400 RPMs, we got like point 0.4. I'm going to change the throttle to around 25%. So we see very minimum IAC opening, and that is exactly as in his. All right, so I'm going to go over to above 3500 RPMs. We can immediately see the change on the IAC duty cycle. I'm going to change the throttle accordingly around 50%. And then I'm going to go over to 4500 RPMs, which you have almost 100%, like 80 something percent on the IAC. All right, so you see 4500 is like 85, 4600 or so. It goes up to 92.5%. And this is where you have to have the throttle around 80% or so. That's normal on the boat. But yeah, so everything is exactly as is original. So the two calibrations are the same number, different. I got this one from another completely different boat, but it's good. So it's a known good. It's the one that I mark as a known good calibration. The calibration 5, the same number, A63618-5, will completely change the maps, and it will also add NOx sensors, which this all calibration doesn't have that. So that's why we have still 100% with no NOx sensors connected. We can see the IAC again, nice and bright. So everything is good on this computer. Nothing wrong with it. All right, so I'm going to go down to around 3000, bring the RPM, sorry, the throttle around 40% or so, and it start to come down to idle again, and you will see that the IAC is already in 0. So below 2400 or so, the IAC completely shuts down, or there's no pulse width modulated being sent to it. So again, this is completely normal on these calibrations, and we have seen now in 2, and he is original, And now on this one, where we can see that that is indeed the way it is. Now I'm going to put him throttle in 7%, around 7%, right? So it's a little hard for me to record and put the numbers perfectly, but around there. So we're good. Calibration is good. Computer is working 100%. So Andrew, both of your computers, I'm going to put the other one in here so he can see. This is the other one that we have, right? So this is the other one, the 496. It's already sealed and ready to go. I got to do the same thing on this one that he got and he wanted to calibrate to it. But everything is working good. No fault codes, no problems, 100% power. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. Andrew, thank you so much for sending me your computers and trusting my Salazar Diagnostics. I really, really appreciate the help on a small business that is trying to grow. I thank you all that are watching the videos, and if you share and like my videos, that will improve the amount of people that can see me and help my small business. So thank you so much, all of you. I really appreciate it. God bless you all. See you next time. Bye bye.